Hello YouTube and welcome to another naval action battle, and as you can see today we will be taking out my Prince Den of Châtel, and this will be an open world battle just outside of the Kingston Port Royal. And as you can clearly tell, I have been joined by one other player whom I don't know the name, to be honest, and he is sailing a Pandora. So yeah, while I'm sailing the Prince, he will be sailing the Pandora, and the target of the choice is Mercury today. So I think this will be a rather splendid battle. I was expecting to take Mercury head-on, one-on-one, mano a mano, or boto a boto, but yeah, the fact that another player joined, well, why not? The more the merrier, you know what they say. Alright, now, with that thing being said, I am turning around just to make sure that I get on the wind's good side, so that I can go and engage this Mercury. For the most... Oh, and we have a visitor, apparently, another player spawning in a pirate frigate. Oh, Jacques Cassard. Well, that changes things quite a bit, actually. By the way, most of you have noticed that the sound is missing. Sorry about that. But I'm hoping that the light classical music in the background will actually help the cause. I was stupid enough in my OBS not to put the audio device of choice, because this was actually one of the first videos that I've been recording on my laptop. So yeah, well, I'm sorry, it happened. What can you do? Alright, that thing being said, now we are definitely sailing... Oh, that's the guy in the Pandora, and he is taking out the Mercury, so I will be doing so too. When it comes to this guy in a pirate frigate, he obviously came to, I guess, do some easy PvP pickings. We'll see how the battle will go through. I have absolutely no idea what to do, but I think I will be focusing on the Mercury first. Weaker ship, just to take him out of the equation. First, I mean, that would be the suggested course of action, I guess. So, now let's see, and here we go. Alright, now coming closer to the jerk jewel. Oh, I thought it was a jerk tool. Oh well, never mind. We have a total of 10 guns on each side, and I'm running with carronades. So my Prince is as beefy as it can be. It is armor to the teeth, as much as any ship armor to the teeth can be. Okay, let's then turn to starboard a little bit, and I'm gonna be hitting his port side, because I'm guessing that's what my teammate will be doing as well. So, fire! There we go. I might want to change to firing from the bow, and well, I've managed to inflict some damage on their jerk jewel, or whatever his name is. Turning hard to port, and another player is coming. Well, that's suboptimal, and he's obviously going for the Pandora player, or me, I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time. And okay, somebody's firing at me. Oh, that would be the Mercury. Alright, come on. I've changing my shot to chain, because in case I want to be disable Jacques Cassard. So I'm figured, you know, when I already fired, I might be, you know, shooting chain. And ultimately I want to be shooting, basically bow raking him if I can. We'll see if that holds water. Oh, and he has the control, so he is PvP spec'd clearly. Alright, then I know what I should be doing. Okay, now let's take care of this with a broadside. Fire! Alright, now hard to port. And I'm loading chain in again in attempt to get his sails done. Oh, and he is starting to fire. Yes. Oh boy. Yeah, that stung a little, actually. Now, let's go this way, and can I actually broadside this Mercury to the death? I mean, still, it would be very nice if I could. Okay, come on. There we go. Let's see if I manage to get on the Jacques' stern. Hard right. There we go. Come on, come on. Turn, turn, turn. Damn you. There we go. Sail on the other side and we should be good to go. Perfect. My pump is hit, which is also suboptimal, but okay, I'm gonna live with that. I'm sorry for the occasional stuttering. I'm gonna figure out what it is about. I have no idea why is that happening, but this is the first time I'm recording on the laptop, so I will have to record eventually, so might as well give it a go and find the optimal settings. I might tone down the detail level a bit. Alright, let's then go a little bit to port. Oh, bollocks. Well, that's a little bit lackluster. Doesn't matter. Ball ammunition and getting ready, and come on. Aim, fire. 7 to the hull. Well, decent. And at least I'm being consistent. And now I'm getting a little bit more damage. Oh look, my teammate is skipping the battle. That's wonderful. So I'm being soloing the two guys. Well, no siree. No can do. Look at this. He's keeping his range and just trying to, you know, pick him from the far. He might as well be going home anyway. Okay, let's do the following. Let's go a little bit away from the battle, because I'll need to pop a repair anyway, sometime soon-ish. And I'm gonna join and form up on my Beta Woodyo compadre over here. By the way, I mean, we were not really in too much contact, we were just, you know, a random player group, so I didn't even expect the player to be joining this fight. I was just fully intending to take to solo that Mercury, but why not? Oh, come on. Now let's see, what's the verdict? So, okay, so Woodyo, you're seems like you're running away, eh? You don't realize that you cannot outrun the pirate frigate, right? Okay, so how do I want to approach this? I'm gonna chain shot his sails to oblivion. And then what? Well, I don't have a good battle plan now, do I? Yeah, tell you what, I'm gonna actually move and I'm gonna split from this teammate that has tuck tail and run, and I'm gonna be running on the other side. The tactics of choice being that I actually we split the forces, so they have to choose whom to pursue, and he's turning, so that's a little bit tricky. Okay, come on, come on, hard to port. Oh, I'm gonna be taking some damage. I that hurts, that hurts. Okay, and my rudder was hit. Well, okay, so I'm gonna be splitting this way, so Jacques, you will have to choose whom to follow, and then hopefully that will divide our pursuance. If it does, we're in the greens. If it doesn't, then we have problems. So, hopefully he will be chasing one of us, and I'm hoping he'll chase Pandora, which would give me actually a chance to actually go one-to-one with the Mercury and hopefully sink it, and then we will see how we deal with Jacques Cassard while Jacques Cassard is pursuing this guy. If I was playing with this and if this was a teammate on Discord or something, then I would definitely use a different approach, where I would probably coordinate attack against Jacques Cassard in the first place. But I mean, let's face it, there is no point on with a player that you can only chat via text. You need better coordination than that. So yeah, splitting the forces, and as you can see, he's now indecisive. He's trying to figure out, and what I know is when you're trying to get away from such a pursuant player, you want to be fleeing or moving upwind, because his ship is bigger, it's heavier, so that means it's faster downwind, but it's slower upwind. So I'm going to choose an angle where he cannot follow, which will actually force him to pursue the other player. And that will actually give me, and as you can see, he is already like, fight guys, wipe is coming, so what do you care about? Well, I'm not running. The thing is, I'm actually employing tactics. See? Now he's a little bit irritated, the fact that I'm leaving the fight, which I'm not. I assure you. Those of you who have watched my channel usually know that I fight to the bitter end. So yeah, but look at this. This actually gave me an opportunity to focus on the Churk jewel. Yeah, and that means that I will be giving him some extra lovin'. Take it down, and there we go. Yes, it is. I have 26 ships to fight. Well, good for you, Jacques, but I actually have like 6 of them ish. And I would like to actually, rather than go blindsided and just throw ships at the enemy, I would prefer to actually be smart about it. So, let's chain shot this guy's sails. I mean, I want to be switching to the ball ammunition anyway. And now I'm going hard to port, and now I'm gonna be fighting the Churk jewel. So as you can see, the pirate frigate is gone, at least for the time being, which will give me a chance to fight with the Churk jewel, and then we'll see what we'll do about the rest. So now I actually start to reveal my plans, because I mean, I prefer not to reveal my plans to the enemy until the very last second, when they're pretty much helpless. So I said, who said about not fight? I'm just defining assets. And my mate is running like a chicken. Well, that's actually his problem, to be honest. Okay, getting ready, and fire. Oh, bollocks! I realized that I was firing at the wrong side. I was firing at the starboard as opposed to, I was supposed to fire on his port side. Well, that's a bummer. So, at least now my mate has actually helped me to even out the fight. While Jacques is over there pursuing him, I can actually now fire at this, fire at this mercury. Hard to starboard. There we go, and let's get ready. Oh, apparently I have only 8 ball shots. Okay, so then let's make them count. As you can see, Jacques is being utterly frustrated with the mentality, so he's now just chasing the guy and until the point, but they are out of my way, so I'm not complaining. As you can see. Now, I'm actually going hard to port, and I'm gonna be trying to get... Oh, well, I cannot go hard to port. Let's go starboard then, and let's fire. Well, at least 2 good shots to the hull. Slowly but surely I'm wearing him down. Now I'm gonna be hard to port. So you can see they are pretty far away now, and despite the fact that I'm not doing the best, that at least gives me the chance to fight Chirk Jewel on even terms. If that wasn't the case, I would still be going away and just splitting the assets, because you have to, when you're facing 2 ships, you have to take one out of the equation, whether it's to pursue another or attack it or sink it or whatnot. Because if you're 1 versus 2, your fate is pretty much sealed. Another alternative or a tactical decision would be to keep them both on your same side, meaning that you always keep one enemy ship between you and the other enemy ship, because then if the second ship tries to fire, he's firing on his own. That would be another example where I'm actually, what I'm trying to employ here. Okay, oh, this would be beautiful. Come over. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Yes. There we go. And fire! 4 hull and 1 leak. Good. We're getting better. We're nowhere best, but we're getting better. I was aiming for a waterline. It was a little bit too shallow. Well, no matter. And now he's trying to fire, and I turned my rear just so that he couldn't hit me very well. And now I'm going again hard to starboard because my cannons will be reloading soon, which means I will be able to have a chance to fire again. Alright, now going ever so slowly. And now I actually started talking to Jacques and said like, but all in all, honestly, Pirate Freak versus Pandora? Seriously? I mean, you're telling me don't go run away from a fight. Sure, I mean, I agree. However, you are taking a pirate frigate, which is massive, against Pandora, which is basically barely even a 5th rate. And Prince, you just sep you. Yeah, I'm in the Prince. Well, what can you do? I was going Prince versus the Mercury. I consider it to be equal and honorable fight, to be honest. I mean, overall, I don't have anything against Jacques. He's just a player trying to do some PvP, and why not? This is the point of this game, and I'm playing on a PvP server, so yeah, sure. However, he has gotten himself way out of my fight, and that actually is working in my favor, because as you can see, I'm slowly but surely wearing down this jerk Jewel, yeah. I said, you separated yourself by being a chicken. No, I did not. Nah, sorry, there is courage and there is stupidity. And I actually was... I didn't want to use the stupidity. As you can see, it's an idiotic fear in games to be scared or to lose something. Well, I'm not scared. I'm losing ships left and right. I assure you. 2 versus 2 with P-Frig is the latter. Yes, it's a stupidity. Yeah, and he probably thought, which I realized later in the discussion, is that this was actually a buddy of mine and that we were playing over Discord or something. Well, if that was the case, I agree with his suggestions, which you will see in a minute, saying like that we should have worked together to fight him. And in all honesty, he has a point. So yeah, I would be using that to fight him. However, the problem was that this wasn't my buddy, and this was a guy that I barely knew, and he was, from what I could tell, a rather new player. But indicated by both his rank and the way he was playing. I said, now, yeah, he'll lose it anyway. Well, yeah, what can you do? I mean, that's his problem. He started running away from the fight, which gives me basically no moral obligation to actually try and save him, his ass. If he was coordinating to CLS and went to me and say, I mean, GrunfWorks help, I would try to help. Why not? So, I mean, a lot of people are new to the fights and they still don't know how to fight in these ships. And obviously when you're facing a more challenging opponent, yeah, it's a difficult fight. And I've lost many ships that way. Many. But yeah, that's the joy of the game. Now I'm gonna go and point blank broadside the crap out of him. Okay, getting ready, aim, fire. Yes, 7 to the hull. Take it in, boy, take it in. One more, kaboom. Okay, so his port armor is almost gone, which means I will have actually a rather splendid day when I shoot the crap out of him. I'm a bit damaged, but I just indicated to him, yeah, true, but at least this way the mercury will die, hopefully. So now I start to reveal my actual plan to Jacques, because if I started just chatting with him earlier, he would have understood the plan, and yeah, he was obviously trying to stop me. So. Alright. I just don't get it. If he comes now with a first rate, I would fight it. Yeah, I agree with you, Jacques, and it makes sense. However, he's a new player. And probably he doesn't know crafting very well, which means the ships are quite expensive for him, and this Pandora was probably as well, you know, a DLC giveaway, so... Oh, come on, admin, please. Could you move this ugly window? I'm trying to sink mercury, to be honest. Okay. And he starts to fire. That's why I play the game. Why do I craft ships on a PvP server? Of course, you craft them for fights. Absolutely, I agree with you. So, as you can see, this guy, Jacques Cassard, he's actually not, you know, how would you say? He's a real, you know, player, so run away with the first threat, I told him. I basically agree with you. I said, I don't run often, I just run when it makes tactical sense. I tactically retreat. I just prefer tactics, exactly. Oh, so he saw some of my videos. Well, that's always nice to see a fan. Well, Jacques, if you're watching this video, nothing against you, mate. You made your points fair and square, but as I said, this is a player, just a new player that has joined in on the fight whom I don't know, and when I observed his pattern of playing, I realized there's no point on trying to rescue them or join up against you. So my actually tactics was, since he's now too far away, sink this guy and then sail away. If I manage to pull it off, I will have a very good day, meaning I have sank a mercury enemy, and I have gotten away from a pirate frigate, and I got a chance to live to tell a tale. So, yeah. So I'm basically starting to chat with him, realizing that he's actually quite a decent guy, so I just started chatting with him. My fight will either be a close call or a tie. Because, yeah, as you can see, I'm not doing very well. But neither is Mr. Chirk Jewel. I doubt I will reach you in the server downtime. Well, Jacques, don't sweat it, because you are not in my plans to fight today anyway. You have moved so far out that your area of control is actually out, which means the moment this mercury goes down, I'm out of here. So that's what I'm telling you. My focus is the mercury at all costs. Yes, even if it sinks me. Okay, getting ready to fire a broadside, and now I have to be careful to fire at his port side, because that's the one that has the most damage. Getting ready, getting to approach. Convergence water, firing from the bow, getting ready, and fire. Okay. I think if I turn now hard to starboard and give him one more broadside, that should seal the deal, hopefully. There we go. And he is again firing at me, not the optimal solution, so I'm really in, well, not the best shape. But I'm still not taking in water, which is important. Come on, no. At this range I won't do enough damage simply, and that's the problem. So I'm actually turning hard to starboard. Hopefully I will be able to pass by him for one final broadside. And he is also trying to turn. Good, because that means we will be side by side. But to be honest, it's really a disease, this fear to lose something. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, why are you otherwise playing the game? Just like yesterday I was playing and I lost my Christian to the ocean enemy. PV, yeah, why they always want to win? Well, I don't know, ask them. I lost my Christian to the ocean, and you will probably see it after this video, the fight. And I don't regret it. It was a decent fight. I liked the challenge of actually fighting a first raid with my second raid. And I had to even step out for the AFK for like, I don't know, 2 minutes, which actually made my life a little bit more miserable than I would have wanted, but yeah. No, I agree with you, Jacques. He fought with Cerberus and Bellonas, yeah. There we go, come on. Few more and he's down the drain. And he said he lost his Trinkom to the best snow player. Yeah, absolutely. I said, why not? I mean, to me it makes perfect sense. Yeah, so I said, basically, I don't know what's wrong with people. Well, people just think one, I mean... But if you realize the fact that you are dead anyway, so might as well give enemy a good fight and just enjoying the fight rather than being frustrated about, oh, I'm gonna sink. So what? It's a game. You'll find another ship, you'll grind it out, and I think the problem is that the game is a little bit grindy, so if you don't have that much time, you do lose a certain amount of progress, and quite substantial if you don't play enough. So that's why I think, you know, this arena style ships was actually better, because it was more encouraging the PvP. Yeah, Naval Action Legends devs, if you're watching, it would be a nice thing. Okay, I think this Mercury is down for the count. It will sink for sure. Just let me fire another one, and as you can see, well, Jacques, I wish you GrunfWorks sank Shark Jewel. Well guys, as you can see, I managed to have a pretty nice fight. So I basically communicated to Jacques, well, this was satisfying. I'm pretty sure he didn't have the same experience, but what can you do? So yeah. And he was like, really? This was satisfying? I can understand why he was frustrated. He needed to chase this guy halfway across the sea to actually fight him. So, fair point. And that's why I wanted to explain to him what really happened. So, well, my point of view. So, well, yeah. I sank an enemy, an equal ship, which is the Mercury. Avoided sinking from a pirate frigate and capture. So, yeah. When it's more satisfying to work together, I may have a chance. So here is actually where he thought that we were playing together, so we weren't. So basically avoided sinking and capture and sank an equal ship. Overall, I would say it's a pretty good day. Normally this ends up with me being Davy Jones's locker, but since I was out of the area control, I was just waiting for the cannot leave timer to expire, and that's it. But I agree with him, it would have been nicer if we could work together and stuff, but That's when I explained to him that the player that I saw, yeah, I wouldn't have a chance with a new player, sorry. Well, Jacques, if you're watching this video, leave me a comment below, and maybe, who knows, maybe we'll see you again on the high seas again. But guys, with that thing being said, I'm gonna wrap it up for this episode. As always, like if you like it, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you all on the high seas in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off.